Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Coach Curt Cignetti Show. Jack Benedict with you as we talk IUP Crimson Hawks football. Tough loss at California in the Coal Bowl, 31-28. Right down to the wire it went. And, of course, that's no surprise when you talk about rivalry games within the PSAC West. Coach, let's talk about the game, and I'm going to go from last to first.
Okay.
And we'll do it backwards this time because after, the field goal was kicked and Cal goes up 31-28, you had to have Mike in the game, Petropol, of course, because Lenny got hurt a little bit earlier. And you start out with like 50.7 seconds left.
Yeah.
You get down to the end, the controversial call at the end
Right.
with the pass that was caught by Chris Wiesner.
Yeah.
The officials ruled that the clock kept running.
Yeah.
What did you see on the video after that for the fans that get a replay on it?
Well, first of all, I give Mike a lot of credit for stepping into a real difficult situation, and I thought he really played well and made some plays there. We have 50 seconds, one timeout. He runs for a first down and gets out of bounds on the first down play. The referee signals the ball's dead. The clock operator ran off 17 seconds. He started the clock after the chains were set, so we got a problem right there. Mm-hmm. The last play, we're down. I think we have 11 seconds, no timeouts. Trying to complete one on the sideline, kick the field goal. Again, Mike, great job. Guy came free. Gets it off to Chris. Chris gets out of bounds, and the clock doesn't stop, and that's a ball game.
Yeah, so they're saying more or less that after the catch was made, that possession was taken there, that it wasn't a continuous play, that it stopped there, and he was forced afterwards. So they just kept it running and just never gave you an opportunity to get another play.
Well, it's really not my focus because there were a lot of plays in that game. We controlled our own destiny.
Right.
But the call was made very quickly while the play was still, transpiring.
Yeah.
And, it looked to everybody like he was out of bounds with 4 seconds to go.
Okay, well, we know things happen in football, good plays, bad plays. Start off, and you didn't start the way you wanted to.
No.
They go down, they get a touchdown when they probably should have just had a field goal in the first drive. Yeah. And then the second time, the pass, an interference call, not interference, interception. Right. So it's 14-0. Credit to your team. You came right back. I mean, you guys, you got into it and came right back at them.
Right. Well, we had a couple penalties, too, that helped Cal there. We held them to a field goal and had a penalty, so they get the ball, score a touchdown. And offense was rolling pretty good, but, we throw an interception. And then, another penalty kept that drive alive after third down. So down 14-0. I felt good still because we had a great week of prep. I knew our guys were ready, and our kids played really, really hard. And we just took it to them, and at that point, and put some nice drives together. Had a real long drive, made it 14-7. Defense came up with a big turnover, tip ball. Jordan Diven got the interception. We didn't capitalize on that one, but we put 2 more long drives together, and scored 21 straight points. Defense held them, did a nice job. And, we were up 21-14 with 36 seconds to go. And we had all the momentum in the world, and we blooped it. And so they got the ball on their own 35 with 32 seconds. And we just, that wasn't good. Mm-hmm. They score a touchdown, 21-21. So, it's 0-0. You're starting the second half, and but we played great there for a period of time.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the one touchdown too, where you went up 21-14 on the reverse with Allen Wright. That was a great call.
Well, we were running some outside zone, and they were really trailing the outside linebacker flat on it, and it's not a call you would normally make on 3rd and 9, but. Really felt pretty strong that they would do the same thing. So we gave them 3 receivers to the field. They had 3 DBs to the field. They were a little bit overloaded the field, and did a great job of blocking. Eddie Byer had a real key block. JoJo had a real key block. It was set up perfectly. And Allen did a really nice job running to get in the end zone. And I mean, we were really we had a lot of momentum at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you handle any game in a game like this where the other team, the opposition, scores before the half, and then when you go in, I don't know how, say if you refocus or what you do, but how do you handle that?
Well, handling with the team, very positive about the way we were playing and starting to physically take the game over. And, we were going to get the ball first in the second half. And, just I was very positive with the team and felt very good about it.
Well, then you came out, Steve Franco gets a big interception for you.
Yeah.
Gives you an opportunity to go drive. You had a 77-yard drive, and you go up 28-21.
Yeah.
So this is a typical IUP Cal game.
Yeah.
That had to be a big positive for you.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, they had a long drive, and Stevie came up with the interception down on the goal line. Mm-hmm. And then, we put together a great drive, ran the ball very well, completed a couple passes. Lenny had the touchdown run. We actually scored the play before, or a couple plays before it was called back for a hold. And went up 28-21 and 3 and out, where we held them on defense. The next series had the ball back 28-21 with a 7-point lead. And, we really should have we ran the ball for 4 yards and then took a shot on second down. There was blatant pass interference. It's hard. The refs can't see everything. Mm. And then on 3rd and 6, we still have the right play and the receiver falls down on an 8-yard route. But, that's football. And,
Well, you had to deal with a lot of adversity. We even brought up, once Cal comes back and ties the game, then you lose your all-star quarterback, and Lenny went down.
Right.
I marked it down at the 7:34 mark.
Yep.
So you got to call upon, the all-purpose guy, Mike Petropola. I know you have a lot of confidence in this kid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we had put a really nice drive together, too. We really were doing well. And Mike comes in, and, 3rd and 6, we jump off sides. And so it puts us into a long yard situation. And then Cal put the long drive together to kick the field goal. And Mike did really well at the end of the game. I mean, he did great.
That drive by Cal, the catch by Gary Brown, and he's one of the best receivers we know in the conference, was on our side of the field where the press box was. I mean, Jay Watkins was right with him. They both come down with the ball. Offense gets the ball. Yeah. It was just a great, spectacular play that a good player makes on a very good defensive player.
Yeah, and I think it was Mikhail Makel, and he was in really good position to play the ball, and it was a 50-50 ball, and they just came up with it. And, the guy's a great player, like you said, and so.
Yeah, you're right. It was Makel.
Yeah.
My bad. My turnover. Let's talk about the Rockets. Homecoming coming up. Both teams have injuries, so we're not even going to touch injuries because both teams probably don't know all the personnel who's going to be playing on Saturday. Yeah. The one thing that when I look at their numbers and so on, the thing that stands out, points off turnovers. Rock has 19, opposition has 52. Obviously, that's been a problem for them. They only lost the one game, of course, to Cal. And a lot of it, I think, happened in that game. What do you see when you see them?
Well, I see a very good football team that, they went into Cal and ran into a buzzsaw, and they turned it over twice late in the first half. One for a touchdown, the other's run down to the 2-yard line and then ensuing touchdown. And that kind of broke that game wide open. But very dangerous, explosive on offense, a lot of great skilled players. Quarterback's a dual threat, playing extremely well. They've scored a lot of points, capable of scoring a lot of points. And on defense, it's typical Rock defense. They've always played good defense, good special teams. So, looks like a typical Rock team to me. Yeah,
Marcus Martin is outstanding. He's been a great player for them. I had an opportunity to see him in his high school year, his senior year at West Mifflin. He's his junior year, set the sack records and whatever. I don't know his status injury-wise at this point, but they line him up at one spot? Do they move him around? I know he's listed as a defensive end.
No, he's healthy, and he played last week. He's going to play this week. He hasn't missed any time. He normally lines up into the boundary, to the open end. He's a really good player. He's a great pass rusher. He's good against the run. He's a great effort guy. He's a tremendous football player.
How about as far as your players who graded out well in that game? And there were a lot of them.
Yeah, well, You know, I thought Lenny and Alan Wright played extremely well, and Ethan Cooper, I thought, played really well, and Joe Peterson played well. You know, defensively, Kevin Clark had 16 tackles.
Right.
Stevie Franco, you know, played well, had a good game. You know, up front, you know, we played a little better up front than we had. Dagbo was very active, and Jamal played extremely well when he was in.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You know, there were so many times that you almost got the quarterback. You were that close, and you know, it's a game of inches, I guess. Didn't happen at particular times.
Yeah, we got that point where we were really starting to put pressure on the quarterback, and I mean, there was one play we tackled him for a short loss, but you know, he slipped about 4 guys, and but I was happy to see us putting some pressure on the quarterback.
You say that Don King, their quarterback, who's out of Texas and from San Houston State, is elusive. I know he's had good games and bad games. His stats look pretty good, but they always seem to come up with somebody from somewhere. But
right, yeah.
he puts pressure on you both ways.
Oh yeah, yep. And he, you know, he's a 5th-year senior and really had been playing terrific. Had a rough game against Kel, but you know, it was more a protection issue where they didn't handle the blitzes very well, and he was getting hit and didn't have much of a chance. So you know, he can run it, he can throw it. He's got good weapons at receiver. They got good running backs. Shamar Green, I know, is out, but they've got other good running backs too. So, yeah.
Well, it is homecoming. It's a 2 o'clock game, and homecoming and Slippery Rock and IUP can't ask for anything more. Maybe we could tab this from both sides as the next up bowl, huh? I mean, because each you're going to have to call. You're going to have to call upon some players. Slippery Rock's going to have to call upon some that don't play maybe as much.
Yeah, well, you know, it is the next man up philosophy. That's football. I mean, injuries are a part of football. We'll know more at the end of the week. You know, who's available, who isn't available. Things like that. You know, it's a must-win for us, and you know, today we'll look at the Cal tape with our players real close and use that to get better, and then everything will be eyes forward. You know, total focus on Slippery Rock.
Yeah. What's nice too, Curt, is the fact that the second half of the season now you can be at home a lot.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah,
that helps a ton.
Yeah. Hey, good luck to you. Let's have some fun with Slippery Rock and get guys healthy. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. That's Coach for you this week, and we hope you'll be there at Miller Stadium, Cignetti Field, 2 o'clock kickoff against Slippery Rock, and we'll have all the coverage for you on the radio and TV side this coming week. So for the coach, Jack Benedict, have a nice evening.